morning. My name is Scott Olmstead, and I live in rural Charlevoix, Michigan. And I'm here today as a volunteer for the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network, and one of more than 320,000 people that would benefit by increasing the access to health care through the Medicaid program. In my case, I lost my employer-sponsored insurance when my employer, Duratech, completed a contract with Consumers Power Company in 2006, and my job left the state. My choice at that time was to leave my home of nearly 30 years and follow my trade or stay put. Well, I love my home. I've worked really hard to establish a nice homestead. I couldn't imagine leaving it. And so I decided to downsize my life and look for alternate employment. Prior to my job at the power plant, I worked for the local health department, but at that time they too were downsizing, laying off, and no longer an opportunity to me. But as a health conscious person, I was concerned about not having health coverage. Considered all my opportunities. COBRA is an opportunity, but it's time limited, and when that opportunity expired, I purchased a plan on the individual market and held that through the year 2009. However, with limited income as now a seasonal gardener and increased expenses, I kind of had to choose between paying for health insurance and paying for my basic utilities. So I had to let my insurance lapse because that really wasn't much of a choice for me, and just to make ends meet. As already said, I've made my health a priority. I'd always gotten my physicals and screenings required or recommended preventative care. But when I lost my insurance, I could no longer do those kinds of things and simply had to take a chance that I wouldn't get seriously ill. Well, I was doing pretty good with that concept, but in 2011, my luck was running kind of thin, and I was experiencing significant abdominal pain. I thought initially, maybe in a little denial, thought that I was experiencing a hiatal hernia, the result of the physical labor that's required to support my lifestyle. And I lived with it. In the year 2012, I chanced upon an article in the local newspaper, and the Department of Community Health was sponsoring a colon cancer screening program. For the uninsured and underinsured, it would provide a free colonoscopy for folks like me, and I figured this was my chance. It was a wise decision to get checked out. So fortunately for me, the doctors located and removed a somewhat unusual and large precancerous polyp, and that was the source of my pain. Though the polyp had not spread to any adjacent tissue, the nature of it, lab work, diagnostic testing, was that I would more than likely develop more of those in the future, and that if left untreated, the chance for turning into advanced cancer was significant, is significant, and that would be much harder to treat and obviously much harder to survive. I understand the risk of those decisions because I have two good friends in Charlevoix who've lost both of their parents to colorectal cancer. The doctors also informed me that I'd need to get retested within 5 years, and without affordable health care, I doubt that I'd be able to afford the procedures out of pocket. Further, if treatment or procedures would be needed as a result of those findings, similar to what I just went through, there'd be a very good chance that my health would be in jeopardy simply for a lack of money. I know I'm not alone. There's surely many people like me whom without expanded Medicaid program access might be forced to experience significant and unnecessary health consequences. I'm ready to take responsibility for my health, just need an opportunity to do so. Even though I chop my own wood, heat my own house, grow my own food, provide for my necessities, and am willing to share those with others like me that are barely getting by, and I'm able to help. Like a lot of those people, I'm being squeezed by my limited earning power and increased expenses. I just like the opportunity to stay healthy, not be a burden to the healthcare system, my family, nor my community. Thank you for the opportunity to share my story. I hope you make a good decision such that people like me can get access to the care we need so that we can remain productive contributors to our society as opposed to getting significantly sick and no longer being productive simply because we can't get the health care we need. I'm thankful to the Department of Community Health and the Department of Local Health agencies that have already helped me improve the quality of my life. And I came here today to ask you to help me and thousands of others like me live our lives to our fullest potential. I kind of got started late with a parenting experience, so I need to hang around a while to experience my next thrill, and I'm thinking that's grandchildren. Well, my son is engaged to be married this summer, and I'd like to be there for many years as his family grows. I've always believed in self-sufficiency, and I'd like to teach my grandchildren a similar virtue. I cut down and dragged my own timbers, built my own house, my own barn with rough sawn lumber. Now I look forward to teaching my grandchildren how to effectively garden, how to be self-reliant, and how to paddle their own canoe. And if I can maintain my health, I'm confident that I'll be able to do just that. Thank you.